Thanks for joining us on our one-week Royal Caribbean cruise. In this video, we highlight our shore excursions to Belize and Cozumel. In Belize, we opted for a cave kayaking tour. It started with a van ride, then a 30-minute walk through the forest. We stopped along the way to interact with some of the local wildlife. We carried our helmets and our oars, but the kayaks were waiting for us. We had to cross the river 5 times, sometimes ankle deep, sometimes higher. Tubing was another option. The tubes were tied together and floated down the river. It looked peaceful, but we chose to kayak so that we could explore the caves more. They were 2-person kayaks and no experience was required. We had 1 child and 1 adult in each of our kayaks, but there were no other kids on the tour. Some of the caves were low-ceilinged, pitch black, although we had headlamps, and others opened up into sunlit, beautiful formations. The kayaking was fairly easy, although we did manage to capsize once, and we lost a pair of sunglasses to the river. We did need water shoes, a waterproof bag, and swimsuits, but you can rent water shoes on site and leave most items in the van. There were about 15 people in our group, and there were 2 guides. We first headed upstream and turned off our headlamps to see how dark one of the caves was, and floated downstream in the dark at one point. We stopped for about 20 minutes in one of the well-lit caves to swim and explore the rock formations. The water was warm enough to swim in, and the caves were fun to explore. Then we headed further downstream, back to where we had first entered the water, to the van, and then drove back to the cruise ship. All in all, it was a great experience, and I would do it again, and I would recommend it. Our final port of call was Cozumel, Mexico. We walked through the port, then took a 10-minute cab ride to Chunkanab Resort to swim with the dolphins. The resort had a nice beach, walking trails, a small zoo, restaurants, snorkel rental, as well as the dolphin experiences. They have a large gift shop, and lunch was included in our package. In the water, we spent time learning about the dolphins, interacting with them, and then swimming with them. We also got to feed and get in the water with manatees. Afterward, we watched the dolphins practice. But all too soon, it was time to head back to the cruise ship. Well, that's all for our Belize and Cozumel adventures. Check out our Cruise Part 1 video for the onboard cruise activities and the Part 3 video for our shore excursion to Roatan, Honduras. Subscribe and click the notification bell to follow along as we homeschool one adventure at a time.